The groundbreaking course is breaking barriers and sparking conversations in classrooms across the nation, including right here in mid-Michigan.
Our Matt Franklin has more on this very special story. Matt?
Hi, Don and Terry. The Advanced Placement African American Studies course gives students the option to explore the Black experience in depth, but critics argue it pushes a political agenda and question whether it belongs in schools. I spent time with students in the Carman-Ainsworth School District to see how they're putting history into focus.
All right, good morning.
It's Wednesday morning at Carman-Ainsworth High School. And in Ms. Matthews' classroom, these 13 students are preparing to bring history to life in a unique way.
And then I'm stepping back and you're designing the wall. This is y'all's project, so you design the walls how you want.
So like right here?
Setting up a classroom art gallery lined with carefully handcrafted colorful African masks.
They've been working on their masks for the last week.
Highlighting centuries of rich culture passed down through generations.
Each one of them has a different African kingdom.
These are the colors of the Mali flag, green, yellow, and red.
Everyone had to go and research their kingdom and empire, and then after that, they had to design their own mask.
But what's revealed in later conversations unmask a deeper and more complex lesson.
We're gonna get into Africans coming to America for today and a little bit of tomorrow. Good? All right.
A heavy feeling fills the room because what these students thought was black and white isn't painted with the same historical brush. The lesson challenges stereotypes and misconceptions.
So we are getting into the transatlantic slave trade, which is a heavy topic, right? Many of us have talked about it a little bit in history classes, but we're going to really pick it apart. Talking about who is responsible for it, who contributed towards it, how does this start to bring the first people into America who are from African descent.
These students are taking part in a groundbreaking course in their district.
And we're going to talk about the diverse roles Africans played during colonization.
Advanced Placement African American Studies, a course that has been debated in parts of the country.
Students have been asking for this class for years.
Ms. Matthews, a language arts teacher with a history minor, is leading the charge.
There's an urgent need to know the history of all people.
For years, she says there's been a constant buzz about having courses in the district that deeply examines African American history. This school year, Carman-Ainsworth became one of the first in mid-Michigan to offer the AP course. It's a higher level class that gives students the chance to earn college credit.
Even when I was here, I was someone who really wanted to study Black history, read Black stories, have that connection to know that there was value in my culture and my people.
The College Board describes the course as a comprehensive journey through the Black experience, from African kingdoms and the transatlantic slave trade to the civil rights movement and today's societal challenges. It's a class where the conversation is free-flowing and the curiosity is contagious.
They are a group that they want to know more, and they are constantly analyzing whatever's put in front of them. Yes, ma'am, what do you notice?
I wanted to learn more about my culture, my people, my background.
I've never been in a history class where it's just been focused on my heritage and my ethnicity, my race. And that's something that really interested me because you just never see anything like that.
We've learned about a queen. She fought against the Portuguese that tried to invade her kingdom.
Gavin is one of 2 white students in the class. He sees the course as an opportunity to challenge what he thought he knew about the Black experience.
People don't tell you more about what actually happened and led up to what people say enslaved people and all that stuff. I wanted to know what happened before that. I want to dig in.
The curriculum's raw content that spans centuries for African Americans has drawn criticism across the country. Since last year, education departments in states like Arkansas, Georgia, and South Carolina have questioned the contents of the course. Arkansas and Georgia now offering the course. South Carolina offers it, but only as an approved honors class.
We have guidelines and standards in Florida. We want education, not indoctrination.
In 2023, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' administration blocked the course, claiming it violated state law, was historically inaccurate, and pushed an agenda on students.
When you look to see they have stuff about intersectionality, abolishing prisons, that's a political agenda. And so that's the wrong side of the line for Florida standards.
In response to the backlash, the College Board, which oversees AP courses, revised the course from its initial pilot program. removing topics from the curriculum like critical race theory, LGBTQ issues, and leaving study of the Black Lives Movement as optional, despite the course's roots in BLM.
And I think the content of the AP African American Studies curriculum has within it all of the trappings of identity politics.
Jonathan Butcher is not on board with the course. He's the Will Skillman Senior Research Fellow in Education Policy at the Heritage Foundation. Butcher believes the course fosters resentment rather than historical understanding, among other issues.
It is a curriculum that is set with a particular worldview that the United States is still guilty today of things that happened generations, if not 100 years ago or more.
He believes the topics are too advanced for high school students, and a toned-down version should be integrated into general history classes.
If it was that easy, then we would have already done it.
Ms. Matthews doesn't agree. She says the valuable information in the course deserves its own place in the history books.
I think that sometimes we need to dig deeper into those marginalized groups that are not getting the attention they deserve. And so if that means having a class like AP African American Studies to dig deeper and to find truth, then it should be provided.
Critics have even made claims the course aims to make white students feel guilty about historical injustices.
The only thing we can do now is change the future and not the past. Because the past already happened. You can't do anything about that. You just got to learn and grow.
Despite the national divide on the AP course, these seniors say the class has done the opposite and brought them together, offering a safe space to explore hard truths, foster pride, and develop empathy.
It's making me feel more confident within my skin. It makes me want to hold my head high.
It's very different. And it's a different feeling to, like, you finally feel like you belong.
Being in the environment, I feel so accepted. Even though it's like an African American studies and I'm white, I feel so accepted by everybody.
We got it. We're ready.
Ms. Matthews says she's reaching one student at a time, opening minds, reshaping perspectives, and unlocking the hidden layers of history.
A significant number of enslaved Atlantic Creoles actually get freedom, which is kind of cool.
That the AP African American Studies class brings to light.
These kids want to learn about one another. They want to learn about the world. They want to talk about what's wrong. They want to talk about celebrations. They are ready to make some major shifts. And this course helps to do that.
And those students will then go on to take the AP course for college credit this spring. We did check in with the Michigan Department of Education. It strongly supports having the course offered in 34 districts across our state, including in Carman-Ainsworth at the high school there and Grand Blanc High School. And Don and Terry, just last week, also a school district in Colorado unanimously approved offering that course. So it's starting to make its way into school districts across the country.
Yeah, it seemed like the students that are taking it
Are engaged.
both black and white,
Yeah.
engaged and like.
They are a very, very bright group of students there, and I spent more than just a day there with them, and they are just engaged and very excited about learning and sharing that knowledge too. So I definitely thank them for having me.
What did he say? Learn and grow.
Learn and grow. That's all we
Learn
can
and
do.
grow.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.